Yo, what is up guys? Willis back here again, jumping into episode 15 of Bike Unchained 2, Season 1. We got some challenges left over from the last episode. Win 5 heats, we're still at 0. Finish heats, we're at 12 out of 30. And we got a brand spanking new challenge there up at top. Take a look at the tiers here, man. We are running out of time. 4 days, 21 hours left, almost 5 days left. And yeah, we're only on level 9 in this video. So the struggle is real. We're going to see how far we can grind. We might have to buy some tiers. You can buy season points in the shop. And I think you can get like 10 levels or 10,000 points for 1,300 obtainium. So we'll see what happens. There's a new jersey. We'll check that out. Could be interesting. Not really sure what's going on there. Kind of weird color scheme. I guess maybe it matches like our orange shoes or something. Kind of matches the orange on our frame. Might be worth checking out. Let's see. Okay. A little bit weird. A little bit weird. But I guess we'll rock it for now. It does match a little bit in my opinion. So we'll go ahead and throw that on and jump into some action. We got 3 free attempts remaining here in this special event. As I always say, might as well get something on the board. See if we can get a victory maybe. I don't know. We've been struggling to get victories lately. I don't know if we progressed too far too quick and now we can't catch up type of deal until we upgrade our bike and our components again. I'm not sure. Kind of talked about that in past episodes. Kind of a hard concept to explain. Pretty simple concepts though, even though it is hard to explain. But yeah, basically, you know, we did spend a little bit of money on the game, so we got some good components to start out. And then, you know, so that gives us an advantage. But as we start to rank up, the competition gets stiffer and stiffer, and they get better components. So then eventually we reach a point where our opponents start to have better stuff than we do. And, you know, this game is slightly pay to win in that aspect. And so, you know, you do rely on upgrading components, getting better components and stuff. And so if your opponents have better stuff than you or more upgraded items, components than you, then there's really not much you can do. Unless they severely mess up and you have a pretty good run, then they're pretty much always going to beat you. That's just the way this game works. So, you know, definitely pay to win in that aspect. But, you know, there's still some skill involved, as I've talked about before with the personal record score. Obviously, if there was no skill involved, you'd have the same time every time. Your finishing time in the race would be 100% dependent on your components and what you have unlocked and how upgraded it is. But there is some variability. Like right there, we did worse, slightly worse than our personal record of all time on that course. And so there is a little bit of user skill, you know, a little bit of, you know, variance based on how you perform. So it's not 100% pay to win, but it is pay to win. So hopefully that makes sense. There is some skill involved, but your components do make a huge difference. And what is this guy's name? Gift? Please give me a gift and let me finish first. Looks like we might have a chance here. Let's see. Alright, now we're in third all of a sudden. Alright, Akira is out in front. Looks like we're going to take second. Gift will take third. Alright. Apparently that was like 0.38 behind. And see, that was a personal record, so that's where it mostly comes down to the components. And so according to the game, that right there was the best I've ever done to this date on that specific course. And so, like, you know, what more could I possibly do, right? Aside from upgrading components. So that's where you just kind of get stuck and you're just kind of along for the ride. If your opponents happen to do a lot better than that, there's really no way you're going to be beating them until you upgrade stuff. So a little bit tough to deal with, but still a fun game regardless. And yeah, I don't really care too much about the results right now. Just trying to grind those challenges, get those season points, make some progress here on season 1. We got participant left over from the last episode, episode 14. Definitely check out the series. I got them organized in a playlist if you guys want to check that out. Just go to my channel and look at playlists or go in the the cards on the video. If you hit the little info button on the top right of the video itself, you can see some cards that I put up there. I pretty much always put the playlist as the last card, so if you go to those cards and scroll down, it should have the entire playlist of Bike Unchained 2 videos. And I generally do that for every game video that I post, like After Pulse. We'll have the playlist of After Pulse videos up there. You know, Last Day on Earth, I have the playlist of all those videos up there in the same spot. So definitely check out the playlist if you're new here. If you're just jumping into this series, posted pretty much like 99.9% of all my gameplay in this game has been on video and posted. So definitely, if you want to see the progression, I think it's pretty cool to go back and watch. Try to keep the episodes around like half an hour. The last couple have been a little bit shorter. I think this one looks like it'll probably be around like 23 minutes. But generally I try to keep the episodes around half an hour. So, you know, if you have 15 episodes, we'll say 16 episodes. Divide by 2, since 2 episodes would be an hour. If they were each exactly half an hour, then that'd be 8 hours. So it's probably around like 8 hours of Bike Unchained 2 content when you're watching this episode in that playlist. And if you're on YouTube, you can watch them at, you know, 1.25 times the speed, 1.5 times the speed, or 2 times the speed. And so then 8 hours of content could become 4 hours of content. And you can actually watch them faster than 2 times speed if you use a little JavaScript trick, which you guys can Google that if you want to. I'm not going to explain it in this video. You can basically, if you have access to the JavaScript console in your browser, I don't think you could do this on like the YouTube application or something if you're watching on mobile, which I know for my analytics, most of you guys do watch on mobile. You know, I'm sure there's some crazy way to do it if you really wanted to, but I don't know that off the top of my head. And but if you're on like a desktop browser, laptop browser, same deal. You can just type in a little JavaScript command and actually watch YouTube videos at like 3 times speed or 4 times speed or 5 times speed, you know? I think 4 times is like the fastest that I can go on a video and still slightly understand what people are talking about. I think once you go over 4 times speed, you can't even understand what people say. But yeah, if you go 4 times speed, what would that be? Like 2 hours of content? You catch up on all 15 episodes in pretty much like 2 hours if you watch them at 4 times speed. So whatever you guys want to do. I understand everybody's time is limited, so I appreciate the couple of minutes that you spend every day watching my stuff. Definitely do. Looks like we just upgraded Thomas Janon. I don't know. There's probably some super fancy foreign way to say that. Janon. The American way would just be like Gannon, Thomas Gannon. I don't know, man. But yeah, we'll just keep jumping into the action, keep it going here for you guys. Making that progress with our lovely sausage party t-shirt. I don't know how I feel about this. It's like our best matching item to date. Like the orange perfectly matches with the orange on our shoes. And then that's just like that earthy brown type of color. Just kind of matches well overall. Matches with our jeans pretty well. Even our black helmet just kind of ties it together. It looks decent. So yeah, we might be wearing this lovely shirt for a bit of time, but who knows? Who knows? Let's see if we can unlock some more stuff coming up in the future. Let's see, heat is on 1 out of 5. Is that seriously our first victory? We've been trying to do this for like the last 2 episodes. Totally not embarrassing, right? Totally not. We'll keep trying, man. We'll keep trying. Like I've been saying, the competition just gets stiffer and stiffer. There's only so much you can do at some points, you know? You just gotta wait until we can upgrade again. But yeah, I guess we just proved with the last race that a victory is possible, so let's see if we can pull out some more here. And yeah, I was just looking at all my recordings stacked up. It looks like we'll have exactly 24 episodes in Bike Unchained 2 Season 1. So, what do we got? Like nine more to go after this one is posted when you guys are seeing this one. At least on the day that it's posted. If you're watching later on, I probably posted many Bike Unchained 2 videos. So, like I said before, check out the playlist if you want to. If you want to see the whole journey, if you want to watch from a certain point on forward, hopefully it's easy enough to follow. I could make separate playlists for like each season, like Bike Unchained 2 Season 1, Bike Unchained 2 Season 2. But I like to keep as few playlists as possible on my channel. I just make one playlist for each game I play, because I don't want my channel to be focused on like one game in particular. So if I start making like specific playlists, like dividing each game into a number of playlists, we're just going to end up with a million playlists. And for me, that just kind of defeats the purpose of playlists. Because if a channel's got like, 1,000 videos posted, it's pretty hard to just go to the videos tab on the channel and be like, okay, do I want to watch this? Do I want to watch this? And like, what's going on here? So then that's where playlists come in my opinion. And there's various ways you could use playlists. Like, they could be good for embedding on sites and stuff. And so there's definitely arguments against this, or to do variations of this. But basically my plan is that, if I have X number of videos and they're just too many to go through, if you're, just browsing my channel looking for something, then you can pop over to the playlist. And if I just have one playlist for each game, you can say like, oh, I want to watch some Fortnite content. Okay, let's click on the Fortnite playlist. And even if there is like, 100 videos in there, at least you can go through that playlist and know that every video is going to be Fortnite content, So it's just a little bit organized, in my opinion, like that. And then, if you started dividing it for each game into like After Pulse is the biggest game I play on my channel at this point. And, I just have my playlist of After Pulse videos, which I think I actually have like 500 or 600 videos in that playlist. Maybe it's like 400 something, I don't know. Which is obviously a lot. You click on the playlist, you're like, whoa, all right. Now I got to try to find like certain things here and there. But if I start dividing that into like, weapons reviews, gear reviews, tips and tricks, and things like that, then if I do that for each game, that's just going to scale up, and eventually the playlist tab is going to be, just as confusing or even more confusing. I don't know if confusing is the right word. Maybe just like crowded is the right word. It'll be just as crowded as the videos tab. And so then you're just creating the same thing. And obviously there's arguments to dividing into certain playlists. Like, if I want to share, like After Pulse is a shooter game, so I have like weapons reviews and stuff in that game. If people just want to see weapons reviews, I could make a playlist and just like share the link to that and say like, here's all my weapon reviews videos. So there's obviously a use case for that. But in terms of just kind of laying out my channel, I just like to do, and I think it's going to be my plan for the foreseeable future, is just to make one playlist for each game I play. So I have no idea how I ended up on that tangent. But if you guys have been watching the episodes, I just kind of talk about whatever comes to mind when I do these commentaries, looking back. And when I do live commentary, when I'm recording the commentary while actually recording the gameplay as well, then that's a lot more focused on the gameplay itself. But when I'm looking back here, just whatever comes to mind, really. Doing commentary after the facts. And, yeah, man. So we got 24 episodes in total in Season 1 here. And I'm going to go back and find that folder. Just looking at it as I'm recording. And hopefully nothing crazy happens in the gameplay. But yeah, at the time of this video, we got 8 episodes recorded for Season 2. A lot of those, probably like 90% of those, have real-time commentary. And actually, starting episode 7 of Season 2, you're going to want to stay tuned for this. I discovered a new recording style. Since this game is played vertically, and I have been playing on the iPad, which is a different aspect ratio than the typical 16 by 9, I think it is. Hopefully I didn't mess that up. But I think, is the iPad 4 by 3? I think it is, something like that. I don't know. And so the way I've been recording, you just end up with these black bars on the side. But I actually figured out a way to record and upload it to YouTube, so YouTube will actually display the video in the actual aspect ratio that the device is. And so stay tuned for Season 2, Episode 7 is when that starts. You know, I'm not going to promise that every episode, once we hit that point, every episode after that, I'm not going to promise that that'll be in that new style. But it probably will. I still got to test it out a little bit. And but yeah, Season 2, Episode 7 is when we start that. And that'll give us a better video quality. I think the video quality is alright. And, you know, I do upload it in a way that YouTube kind of recognizes it as 1080, even though it's really not quite like 1080. It's not the best resolution it could actually be. There's more details, more tangents that I could go on there. It's really not that confusing, but I'm just terrible at explaining things, so I'll just leave it at that. But when I post in the new style, Season 2, Episode 7, once again, we got a long ways to go to that point, but almost like, what is that, like 20 more videos? Almost 20. Yeah, like 16 more videos, so not too long. Like 16 more episodes, we'll get to that point, but when we do get to that point, the video quality itself will be a lot better. And it's just a weird style because I can't really edit it once we hit that point. I'm not sure. Maybe there's a way to do it. And I'm going to start checking out like other editing software and stuff. I've really just used iMovie to this point, so I don't really know what's possible. Definitely video editing is not my forte in any way, shape, or form. But yeah, going on another tangent, you know, it's interesting doing all of your YouTube channel by yourself, you know, recording the gameplay. You got to figure out how to do all that, you know, editing the gameplay and adding commentary and everything like that. You know, you got to figure out all that software, editing software, recording software, and it's definitely not hard. I'm sure anybody watching out there could do it. You know, I'm nothing special. I'm not skilled at it in any way, but, you know, and then you add on like Photoshop on top of that to make thumbnails and stuff, which I've been slacking on lately. Hopefully, when this video is posted, hopefully I got a nice thumbnail on there, and I'll go back and add thumbnails for the past videos. But yeah, man, if you do YouTube, and if you want to do it right, not saying that I'm doing it right, my channel's pretty much dead, but you know, if you want to do it right, I think we all understand that, you know, you need recording, editing, and, you know, the posting, like thumbnail and titles and stuff. So there's a mix of different skills that you got to have if you want to do it all yourself. And yeah, I've definitely enjoyed that aspect of it, learning some different things. And basically what brought that to mind is thinking about the video editing software. I want to start trying some new programs coming up and figure out, you know, expand my editing skills, or lack thereof, really, and try some different things. So basically, I'm not sure exactly what the format will be in the future, but I do know Season 2, Episode 7 will be a little bit of a shake-up, so I'm really looking forward to that. Super, super looking forward to that. It'll definitely be interesting. So, yeah, man. Subscribe, stay tuned, all that good stuff. And we'll keep on grinding here. Got like 4 minutes left in this episode. Jump into probably one more event, I would say. Seems about right. And make some progress. I don't think we finished our challenges in this video. But yeah, been going on so many tangents, I don't even know what was popping up on screen and whatnot, and what our current progress is. But we'll find out after these couple races here. It looks like we're doing all right here. Pretty good lead out in first. Oh, all right. Not so good of a lead anymore. And we lost it. No. 0.008. Let's see. Yeah, it gave a second. Dang, dude. That was pretty dang close. 0.008. That's such a crazy time to even think about. Like, by the time you think about it, that amount of time has already passed, you know? I don't know, probably sounds stupid, but it's crazy how minuscule that is, how much you can break up time into smaller and smaller parts. I don't know, man. I don't know. But regardless, we lost the race by that much. See if we can get one here. Pretty dang close. I think we might do it. The final jump. Oh, I should have landed earlier. No. It's so painful looking backwards. Definitely should have landed earlier. Finally completed participant. That took us quite a bit of time. That's like 35, 40 minutes of gameplay to complete 30 heats, which I guess isn't too bad. If you say like a minute a race, which I think is actually longer than a lot of these races actually are. But, you know, if you do a minute a race, that's 30 races at least, right? That's at least 30 minutes. And then like 10 or so minutes of, you know, scrolling through the menu and stuff. So I guess that's pretty realistic, nothing crazy. Just kind of a longer challenge to complete. But it is just a participation reward. You just got to show up to complete it. Complete 30 races. And we'll go ahead and claim that. Sorry about the pause there. Just had to yawn. Guess I'm a little bit tired. I don't know. So yeah, win 5 heats. We got 2 more to go. I don't think we're going to try that in this video. We'll save it for the next one. Since we are still struggling a little bit to win, we'll you know, let our sponsor packs start unlocking, get some better components, see if we can upgrade stuff and whatever. Just maybe get some new events after the current ones end. See how we do in those. I don't know. But we'll complete that next episode, I guess. Just see what we can upgrade here. As I've said in the past, in the future, I know, since I kind of already know what happens in the future, since I'm recording this commentary later on, we do kind of just stop upgrading every single component. Initially, from the first episode up until this one, we've just been upgrading like every single component that we can. And I guess we'll go ahead and unlock that fork. Might as well buy 1 card there to restart item. But yeah, in the future we'll have so many components that I'll really just upgrade the stuff that I use. Try to save some gold. As you guys will see, when the 5-star stuff starts popping up, that stuff gets pretty expensive. It's like 20,000 gold for 1 card, so you definitely want to start saving a little bit of gold if you can. But that's where we'll leave this episode. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. Be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on future episodes, and I'll catch you on the next one.